Acura's being humble. The 2023 Integra's actual performance figures might surprise you. The 2023 Acura Integra has been noted to be a remarkable car in many aspects, or so Acura has advertised it in their specs. However, in a YouTube video by AHC Garage, the guys performed a dyno test on the new Integra. And the outcome was interesting. The results indicated a bit of discrepancy between the car's advertised performance figures with what they registered on the dyno. While not every aspect of the Integra was analyzed, the resulting data showed enough to conclude that Acura did not entirely state the Integra's performance accurately. Read on to find out the results of the dyno test for the 2023 Acura Integra, and Integra's capabilities and features were advertised beforehand. When a dyno test was performed on the Integra, the findings showed some new developments. It seems Acura wasn't entirely honest about their engine's performance, as it can perform better than advertised and was intentionally underrated. Note that the official specs say the turbocharged engine can put out 200 horsepower at 6,000 RPM and 192 lb-ft of torque at 5,000 RPM, at least in terms of engine output delivery. Dyno tests done by men at AHC Garage show a discrepancy between the advertised numbers and the actual numbers. After strapping the 2023 Acura Integra to a dyno and performing 3 consecutive pulls, numbers were recorded. While the power rating reported was 199 horsepower, matching the advertised power, it's worth noting that this power delivered during the dyno test was available at the wheels. And even if 10% of the power was lost via the drivetrain, the horsepower readings reported should have been around 220 horsepower, not 199 horsepower. Regarding the torque, 200 lb-ft was reported, which is higher than advertised. The Acura Integra has been holding back the last fraction of its true power. Upon further investigation, tests were done on the Integra repeatedly to ensure the results were as they appeared. The men at AHC Garage even took the car out for a drive to properly get a feel for it before the dyno test took place. They noted that delivery of power occurs quickly at a lower RPM, but it is handled well and was smooth when taking turns. There are multiple modes available, including Sport mode. The men at AHC Garage noted that they used Sport mode for the test drive, but Normal mode for the dyno test, to have fewer variables interfering with testing. Specifically, the maximum power recorded was 183.01 horsepower at 5,350 RPM and 197.68 horsepower at 5,500 RPM, while the maximum torque recorded was 198.17 lb-ft at 2,660 RPM and 200.62 lb-ft at 4,050 RPM. Upon first look, a lot of Integra's specs appear pretty intriguing. Aside from the aforementioned turbocharger, noteworthy for its novelty, the Integra has a 4-cylinder, inline engine that claims to put out 200 horsepower at 6,000 RPM and 192 lb-ft of torque at 5,000 RPM. Its compression ratio is 10.3 to 1, and it has a 6-speed manual transmission, all of which sounds fairly impressive for a car of Integra's model year, size, and class. It has front-wheel drive, FWD, with a limited slip differential. Other intriguing features include an anti-lock braking system and #40, ABS and #41, and electronic brake distribution, EBD. Integra's fuel tank houses up to 12.4 gallons of gas. Safety technology is also a prominent aspect of the Acura Integra, as several new advancements make their mark here. Acura shows off new airbag designs for the driver and front passenger, as well as standard rear seat side airbags. Visibility is massively improved thanks to door-mounted mirrors, and the low, dramatically sloping roofline evokes an image for a younger crowd, and all of this comes at a starting MSRP of $30,800. These features should all enhance Integra's appeal if they were to work as advertised. How did the Acura Integra first hit the sales floor? Well, Integra's first run helped put Acura on the map as a renowned automaker, and it had 4 generations that were produced between 1986 and 2006, at which point the initial run ended and the name, albeit iconic, was retired. The iconic nameplate has been revived for the 2023 model year, given its iconic status, to appeal to an all-new customer base. The new Integra takes its cues from its predecessor, both in design and in packaging. The new model is a premium sport compact with both engaging performance and class-leading driving dynamics. This model, however, is also turbocharged, making it the first Integra to bear that distinction. Its engine is a high-output 1.5-liter VTC turbo engine, and it features a manual transmission. Other novel distinctions include being the only 5-door liftback in its class, giving both more legroom and cargo area. Acura aims to make the new model more personable, comfortable, and sporty than its predecessors were, complete with a wireless smartphone charger, a premium audio system, and a head-up display as options. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility and a 10.2-inch Acura Precision Cockpit digital gauge display all come standard.